Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
Switching from the body, we both at this party. So come and show me your moves. I got some things I can teach you too.
Hey guys, it's DestinyLashae, and today I'm going to show you how I highlight and contour using mostly drugstore products. I'm going to first take my LA Pro Concealer in the color Warm Honey, and I'm going to take the applicator and warm it up on the back of my hand. What this does is makes the product easier to apply to the face, and it just warms up the product because the heat from your body actually warms up the concealer and makes it a lot creamier. Now I'm going to take this beauty blender. It's damp, and I'm going to squeeze it out on a paper towel to get some of the excess water off. And I'm just going to place that beauty blender on my hand and then place it right underneath my eye. This helps cover the darker areas underneath your eye, as well as bring a lot more light and dimension to the face. So I'm basically just using that damp beauty blender to gently pat the concealer underneath my eyes, and as I'm doing that, I'm blending the edges out at the same time, and I'm bringing the concealer in towards my nose, like the sides of my nose, as well, as you can see. And it kind of helps contour your nose without contouring your nose. And then I bring the rest of the product, as I'm doing right now, onto my temples. So you generally just want to place the product right underneath the eye first and then blend it out where you want it to go. Now I'm taking this NYX concealer in the color Nutmeg. I'm doing this for color reasons, using two concealers because I like the color that it makes. And I'm just patting that concealer underneath the eyes the same way that I did the LA Pro concealer, and I'm actually bringing some of that concealer onto my eyelid, and this is just going to help with a little bit of eyeshadow that we're going to put on later. This also helps your colors on your eyelids to be a lot more pigmented when you put on your eyeshadow, and it just helps everything blend a lot better. Now I'm taking that NYX concealer in the color Nutmeg as well, and I'm putting that on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and on my chin, also on my forehead. This is just going to bring more light to the face. So generally with highlighting, you want to bring the light towards the center of your face. So you want to use a concealer that's at least 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone for highlighting. And under my eyes, I like it a lot brighter than in the center of my face. So that's why I just use the NYX concealer, and I just blend that out with my beauty blender. And you're going to do a lot of blending, but trust me, it's worth it. Now I'm going to take this banana cream pie powder and my Real Technique setting brush and set underneath my eye. I know this Graftobian powder is not drugstore, but I love it, and it will last you such a long time. You will feel like you haven't bought it in like 2 or 3 years because it lasts you forever because you only need a little bit. This helps set that concealer and helps it to stay in place all day long. This is a great alternative to the banana powder by Ben Nye, but I like this one a lot better because of the color. It's not ashy on me. I really like it, and I can use it by itself without mixing. So I'm going to set everywhere that I put that concealer. And a little tip, if your brows are a little too bold like mine were that day, just go ahead and place some of that mineralized banana powder over your brows and it'll tone them right down. I do this all the time. Now I'm going to use my MAC MSF. The only reason why I used this was because I didn't have my LA Girl Pro face powder in the right color, but you can use that as well. But I'm just going to sweep away that banana powder, and this is just going to help us look very photoshopped in person. It's going to help us look very nice and flawless, like underneath the eye and everywhere that we highlighted. You can use this powder all over your face. It's amazing. This MAC powder is a must-have for me. I say this in almost every tutorial, but it's a must-have. It helps you not get flashback when you're taking photos. It looks so nice and creamy in person. Have to get it. Now I'm going in and we're going to contour. I'm using this LA Pro concealer in the color Espresso. This is more of a bronzer for me because it's not super dark, but you will see in a minute after we put on our powder how dark it looks after we, do the next step. But I'm just going to place that in the hollows of my cheeks with the applicator, and then I'm going to use my damp beauty blender and gently blend that contour out. And I bring it up towards my ear and blend it down towards my mouth. And I'm just gently patting that concealer out and making sure it's nice and blended. Next, I'm going to take that same concealer and put a little bit on my jawline with the applicator. I like adding in this extra step sometimes because it helps my face have a little bit more dimension and color. Because remember, no one's face is one color. Now I'm going to take my LA Pro face powder. I think this is in the color Cocoa. And I'm going to take that same Real Techniques brush. This brush is really great, by the way. I'll have everything linked down below where you can buy everything. This brush is amazing because you can use it to set your face and contour and all that good stuff. I'm going to take that powder and go right on top of that cream product that we just laid down and blend it out. Use circular motions after you place the product down because it'll help you blend it out. And I'm going to take some on my temples as well as on my jawline, basically everywhere that we placed that cream concealer. Now, just to blend this out even further, I'm going to take my CoverGirl Queen Bronzer, which I love, as well as my tapered brush by Sigma, and I'm going to go on top of that contour. This is more of like a blush color for me, but it looks great on top of contour, so I'm just going to blend out that contour even more, and this adds a little bit more color to my face. And I'm going down on my jawline, as you can see, and just blending everything out, making sure everything is blended and I don't see any harsh lines. Now I'm going to lightly contour my nose. I'm taking that same Real Techniques brush and I'm using my CoverGirl Queen Bronzer, and I'm going to go down the sides of my nose very gently and lightly just to give it more dimension, and bringing that bronzer into my eyebrows just to make sure everything's nice and blended. Now I'm going to take that same bronzer but with the tapered brush, and I'm going to kind of bronze up or contour my forehead. I'm just going to go on the sides of my forehead to give it a little bit more color and make it look a little bit smaller, and blend it down into my temples and get your hairline and everything so it looks nice and blended. I feel like I keep saying that, but I do, but it's critical. Now I'm taking a eyeshadow brush and I'm just taking some of that bronzer and putting it in the crease of my eye. This is just going to give our eyelids more dimension, and I usually bring my eyeshadow into my nose, so kind of touching my nose contour. It just gives your face more symmetry, and I don't know, it just looks nice. I practice a lot. Now I'm going in with my highlighters, and I'm taking the Sonia Kashuk one first with my Ruby Kisses fan brush, and I'm putting this on the high points of my face. So right above my cheekbones, I'm just blending that out, and I'm going to put a little bit on my temples. This just helps me, honestly, not to look ashy, and I love to glow because it makes your face look nice and healthy, and it helps your face also not to look as cakey. I put highlighter on my nose, my cupid's bow, and on my chin as well, and today I decided to put some highlighter right below my eyebrows. Now I'm taking that Wet n Wild highlighter and I'm putting it on top of the Sonia Kashuk one. I just was going for a intense highlight today. It was not super intense, but it looked pretty nice. Now I'm taking my blush with that same tapered brush, and I'm going to apply that right in the middle of my highlight and my contour. And I'm just going to highlight a little bit more because I'm extra. Everything will be listed down in the description box, guys. Everything. Now I'm going to take my favorite NYX lip gloss and I'm going to place that on my lips and pat them together. Lips were super easy today. To make sure that our face is not cakey and it looks like skin, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild spray to spray my face with. And this just helps your face to look nice and healthy and glowy and skin-like. So I really like that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.